So in this lecture we will see the different elements of the VHDL. The important VHDL language elements are identifier, data object, data types and operators. So data object hold a value of a specified type. The data object create the value by means of object declaration, and there are three types of data object, that is constant, signal and variable. There are three types of data object: constant, signal and variable. The data object hold a value of specified type and it create the value by means of object declaration. So first is the constant. It means constant. First is the constant. It is an object whose value cannot be changed after defined for the design. Any model becomes more readable and easy to update with constant. The constant declaration contain one or more identifiers, a subtype indication and the expression specifying the value of constant. It holds the value that cannot be changed within a design. For example, constant width integer 8. The object type of any constant declaration can be of scalar or composite type, and it cannot be a file or access type. It can be a type of scalar or composite type. It cannot be a file or access type. If a constant is an array or record, then none of its elements can be of the file or access type. So this is all about the constant. Next is signal. Signal is used to represent the wire connections. For example, signal count, that is bit vector 3 down to 0. That means count means 4 wire. Okay, here count means how much? 4 wires, and they are count 3, count 2, count 1, count 0. As it is 3 down to 0, there are 4 wires, that is count 0, 1, 2 and 3. So count means 4 wires. So the models are formed by connecting entities together, and the signals are used for the connection, and it is called as the communication media between the entities. The signals are analogous to wires which are used to connect two or more components. A signal may have a multiple drivers, each with a present value and future value. Signal can be declared in entity declaration section, architecture declaration section and package declaration. The signals which are declared in the packages can be shared among the entities and known as global signals. The signals declared in entity are global to any architecture for the respective entity, but the signals declared in the architecture can be referenced by that architecture only. All signal parameters can be accessible by means of signal attribute. A signal can be assigned an initial value in its declaration. And third is variable. So variable means it is internal representation which is used by a programmer and it do not exist physically. So variable is an object with a single present value, and the value of variable may change. The variable are used for storage in subprogram and process statement. All value assignments to a variable occur immediately. A variable declaration include one or more identifiers, subtype indication and an optimal globally static expression. The initial value of the variable can be assigned by a globally static expression, and the expression must reference a value of the same type as the variable itself. The variable declared in the processes are initialized with their default values given either explicitly or implicitly at the start of simulation process. The scope of variable is limited to the process or subprogram in which it is defined. The variables can also be declared outside the procedure, that is subprogram or process, so that it can be shared between other processes. Now we will see the difference between the variable and signal. So variable means the value of variable is changed immediately after the execution of variable assignment statement, and value of signal is updated after sufficient amount of time or after a delta delay after the execution of signal assignment statement. The variable are declared in the process statement and the signals are declared in the architecture before begin statement. The variable has two properties, that is type and value, and the signal has three properties, that is type, value and time. Also, the variable during the simulation, the variable need a less storage space as compared to signal, and for signal during simulation the signal need more storage than variable. The variables allow fast simulations, signals are comparatively slower. The variables are used basically in behavioral description and the signals are used for hardware descriptions. The variable can be of any scalar or aggregate data type. The signal may be of any data type. So these are the points which shows the difference between the variable and signal. Now recall, if a signal is used as an input or output declared in a port, that is, it has 4 modes: in, out, and buffer. Here example is given. Now, this slide shows the syntax to create a data object. That is, first is for constant with initialized value. Now here syntax for the initialized constant with initialized value is given. For boolean value, for integer value, standard logic. So first is the syntax standard, that is constant name, type space, value. So here some examples are given, that is constant underscore name. Type space means whether it is a boolean, integer, bit vector, standard logic or standard logic vector. If it is boolean, then we can write here true. If it is integer, then value means we have to write here the value. Then next constant name, bit vector. Type is bit vector. As it is a vector, we have to write it into the form of 2 down to 0 or 3 down to 0 or 4 down to 0. If it is 3 down to 0, then it is 0 0 0 0. Its value here considered is 0 0 0 0. Then the next type space is standard logic, and the last standard logic vector. As it is a vector, we have to write it into 3 down to 0, 2 down to 0. So this is the syntax for the constant. Next is the signals with initialized value. That is syntax for the signal is given here, that is signal name, type name, initial value. Example for this is given, signal name. Here type considered is 3 examples are given, that is first is boolean, second integer and third is bit. If it is boolean, then we have to initialize its value. For integer, the value is initialized, and for bit it is value is initialized. Then next third is variable with initialized values. Now the syntax for this is variable v name, type name, initial value. Example for this variable is given here, that is type name is here boolean, integer or bit, and the initial values are initialized in front of that. So these 3 slides shows the syntax to create the data object, that is with constant, with signal value and variable value. Now signal and variable assignment. So signal name, expression, variable name, expression. So next is data type. Here the user can design the type for a data object. For example, a signal can have the type bit or a variable can have the type standard logic. Only same type can interact. The data object are declared using a type specification to specify the characteristic of the object. The VHDL is a strongly typed language. Every constant or variable signal function and parameter is declared with a type such as integer or boolean, and it can hold or return a value of that specific type. In VHDL, the type declarations are allowed in entity architecture, package and subprogram declaration section. So VHDL is strongly typed language. Every constant, variable, signal, function and parameter is declared with a type such as integer or boolean, and it can hold or return a value of that specific type. In VHDL, so every constant, variable, signal, function and parameter is declared with a type such as integer or boolean, and it can hold or return the value of that specific type. In VHDL, the type declarations are allowed in entity, architecture, package and subprogram declaration sections. There are four classes of data types in VHDL: scalar type, composite type, access type and file. So scalar type is again divided into four types, that is enumerated type, physical type, real type and integer type. And composite type is divided into two more types, that is array type and record type. So here type must match like this, that is entity test port in and out, that is different. Here different types are given, that is bit and out standard logic. So the below part, that is line 6 7, line number 7, that is out 1. This type is not allowed. The upper one is the standard one. Then there are some different data types, that is enumeration, boolean, bit, character, string, integer, float, and standard logic. So these are different data types. So here are the examples of common types, that is type boolean is false or true, then type bit is 0 or 1, type character is ASCII string, type integer means the range of integer number, type real means what, it is a range of real numbers, type standard logic with initialized value, that means signal code bit standard logic, 1 for 1 bit, int to be 1 or 0. So for more than 1 bit, this double quote is used, and for a single bit or 1 bit, the single quote is used. Then boolean or bit type, the boolean, that is true or false, character, integer, real, string, these types have their usual meanings. In addition, the VHDL has the type bit or bit vector. The type bit can have a value of 0 or 1. A bit vector is an array of bits. The integer type, it depends on a tool which uses a large amount of logic circuit for the implementation of integer float operator. So range is from minus 2 raised to 31 to 2 raised to 31 minus 1. Now the scalar type means the values of the scalar type have no elements. They describe the object which hold one value at a time. The scalar data type have the following subtypes, that is enumerated type, physical type, real type, and integer type. So enumerated type means it is a type whose values are defined by listing them explicitly, and it is a very powerful tool for abstract modeling. They represent the values required to a specific operation. The value of the enumerated type are user defined. The values can be an identifier or a single character literal. Each enumeration type defined has implicitly defined relational operator which can be used on type values. All enumerated values are ordered in a sequence and each of them has a numeric value assigned to it. Very first literal has the position number as a 0. Each successive literal has the specific increased by 1. Each of the enumeration literal must be unique. within given declaration type, but a different enumeration type can use the same literals. In such a case, it is called as the literals are overloaded. Now, the physical type, as the name implies, a physical data type are used to represent a physical quantities such as distance, time, current, pressure, length, and so on. The base unit is provided and any other successive unit is defined in terms of base unit. Base unit is the smallest unit. Each value of physical type has a position number, that is an integer value, and the range specified at the beginning of the physical type define the minimum and maximum value of given quantity. Now the VHDL standard predefine only one physical type, that is time, which is defined in its standard package. The base unit is fs, that is a second. Now the physical types are not synthesizable. As a result, delays of signal assignment are not synthesizable. Now the real type, these data type provide an approximation of the real number values. They are normally used to declare an object with mathematical real numbers. The precision of the approximation is not defined by the VHDL language standard, but it should be minimum 6 decimal digit. The range of real number is minus 1.0 e to plus 38 to plus 1.0 into plus 38. A real data type has a set of values in a given range of the real number. All real type including user defined have set of arithmetic operators, namely addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, exponential, etc. Then integer type, these data types are same as mathematical integers. So the integer type is a scalar whose set of values include the integer number of a specified range. So user defined integer type can be built on the basis of predefined integer type by constraining its range. Most of the time the range of user defined integer type should be in the form of local static expression. All integer type have a set of arithmetic operators defined in the package standard, namely addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modules and reminders. So apart from the arithmetic operations, the relation can also be checked on such integer operands like equal, unequal, greater than, less than, greater or equal than, and less or equal than. The result of all these operators is Boolean. So next is, what is entity? So entity means overall structure of VHDL file. So the entity describes the design interface to the external circuit, and it is equivalent to the pin configuration of an IC. Then the entity declaration defines the input and output port of the design. Each port in the port list must be given a name, data flow direction and a type. An entity can be used as a component in other entities after being compiled into library. So library declaration, entity declaration and architecture body. Now here is one file which shows it is a VHDL file. The library declaration, that is IEEE library, then entity declaration and then architecture declaration. So entity declaration define input output file, and architecture body Next is architecture body. So here is an example that is comparator in VHDL. The circuit diagram and the block diagram for the comparator is given here. For that we have to write the program. That is first entity declaration is given where we define the input output. So port A B in standard logic vector 3 down to 0, that is 4 inputs equals, these are the outputs, then there is a end, then again architecture body is given here, that is a functional definition. So how to read it? Entity enclosed by the entity name, so it is entered by the user. We can give any name to this. Then second is the port, that is it define the input output pin. So here AB is the input 3 down to 0 equals, that is these are the equals, it is output, that is out standard logic. Then end entity. Then architecture, it enclosed by the architecture name data flow. Here the data flow is the name of architecture body. Then program for this is written here and end data flow. Then first we will see the entity declaration. So it define the input output pins, the library declaration, entity declaration. It define the input output pins of the chip. Here A and B are the inputs, as it is 3 down to 0, that is there are 4 A pins and 4 B pins, that is B0, B1, B2, B3, A0, A1, A2, A3. So we can write this as a 3 down to 0, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, and then equal, this is output, so it is out standard logic. So in means value can be read but not assigned, that is input port. Out means value can be assigned but not read, that is output port. And we can also, there is a third type, that is in out, that is value can be read and assigned, that is input output port. The entity declaration starts from the keyword entity and ends with the keyword end. Between these ports are defined with the keyword port. Ports are declared with their name, mode and type. There is one more mode, that is buffer. So output port with internal read capability. Here user defined variables are here one more example is given, that is S is in standard logic 1 vector 1 down to 0, that is there are 2 inputs, S of 0 and S of 1, and Y is buffer. Buffer means what? Output port with internal read capability. So in means data flow in like an input pin, out means data flow out just like an output. The output cannot be read back by the entity. In out means it is a bidirectional, that is it is used for the data lines of the CPU, etc. And buffer means it is similar to out but it can be read back by the entity and used for a control address pins of the CPU, etc. So buffer means once a port is declared as a mode buffer, it is similar to the port which is declared as a mode out, but out mode does not allow the internal feedback. The mode buffer is used for the port which are readable within the entities, such as for counter output. In counter, the present state used to determine the next state, so the value of the counter must be in the feedback loop. Therefore, counter output are declared as a buffer. Then the next part is the architecture body. Architecture body means it defines the operation of the chip. The architecture describes the design's behavior and the functionality, that is internal behavior of the entity. The architecture specifies the behavior, function, interconnections, relationship between the input and output of an entity. The architecture can contain only a concurrent statement. An entity can have more than one architecture. So there can be no architecture without an entity. Now here example is given, that is architecture data flow 1. The data flow is the name of the architecture. So architecture data flow, and the architecture ends with end data flow, that is name of the architecture, and in between that the relation or the program is written. So how to read it? Architecture name, that is data flow, we can write any name here, then equals A, B are input output signal pins which is designed by the user in the entity declaration, that is A and B are already declared as an input in the entity. Then operation equals, that is here main operation is given, that is equals less than 1, and then end data flow. So the word architecture of is begin and end are the keywords in the VHDL. Architecture name, architecture must be given a name consisting of a text string which should be assigned by a designer in a way meaningful to the design. Then entity name, it must write the name of the entity for which the architecture is to be written. Then declarative part means it appear before the keyword begin. It can be used to declare signal, user-defined type, constant, components, subprogram, etc. And the statement part, it means it is contained between the keyword begin and end. All the statements are executed concurrently, that is simultaneously. The functionality of the design can be expressed in the terms of following styles, which are called the styles of modeling, that is data flow, behavioral and structural. So in this lecture we covered the entity declaration part and the architecture body or the architecture part. Thank you.